Today, I'm going to be covering 3 Canadian stocks that you can buy and hold within your portfolio for the long term or forever. And these 3 Canadian stocks also happen to pay a dividend, so you can take advantage of their dividend payments. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, my name is Jason, and if you enjoy videos on personal finance, investing, and all of that, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below so you join the YouTube family on here. Also, just a quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, so whenever you're investing into any type of investment, always do your own research, and keep in mind this video is only for entertainment purposes and it's just my opinion. And with that being said, let's cover the 3 Canadian stocks that you can buy and hold forever and keep in your portfolio. The first company that we're going to take a look at is called Magna International, and the ticker symbol is MG on the Toronto Stock Exchange. And at the time of recording this video, currently Magna trades at a little over $105 per share. And Magna International is an auto parts company that designs, engineers, and manufactures components, assemblies, systems, subsystems, and modules for original equipment manufacturers of vehicles and light trucks worldwide. Currently, Magna has a market cap of almost $32 billion with a beta of 1.52 and a PE ratio of 69.73, along with an EPS of 1.52. Magna International also pays a decent dividend of 2.08%. And looking at Magna's year-to-date chart, currently they're up almost 19%. And taking a look at the 1-year chart, they're up almost 54%. And pulling up their 5-year chart, they're up over 124%, trading at all-time highs right now. Pulling up Magna's quarterly Q2 financials of 2020, you can see both their revenue and their earnings got demolished due to the pandemic, just like every other company. But since then, you can see in Q3 of 2020, they have come back strong. And taking a look at the average analyst price target for Magna, currently it's at $66 per share, where right now the stock trades at about $106 per share. If you pull up the quarterly income statement for Magna and take a look at the breakdown of their total revenues, you can see they had quite a bit of a dip back in June, but since then they have recovered quite significantly. And also taking a look at the net income, which had a huge decline back in June as well, but since then they have broken back into the positive and are doing much better. And here's why I think you can hold Magna International in your portfolio for a very long time. Recently, Magna has inked a deal with LG to produce electric car parts. As we all know, gas cars are kind of dying out slowly, and EV cars are the hot thing and they're taking over. And it's such a great move that Magna did, moving into the electric parts production, because they'll be developing electric motors, power inverters, and charging systems, which are all critical components of an electric vehicle. And global EV sales are expected to rise about 70% in 2021, and this growth will come from the government support for EVs in China, Europe, and the US. These 3 are considered the world's largest automotive markets, and Magna has a presence in all 3 of them. Magna is also working with many tech firms on their EV projects by providing auto engineering and production services. And it makes a lot of sense for Magna to jump on the EV wave as a supplier, because it'll just benefit the company in the long run. And Magna's Q4 results just came out as well, where they showed an increase in their net income to $738 million, which compared to the prior year was sitting at $440 million. And also their sales for the quarter increased as well to $10.56 billion, and comparing that to last year's, which was $9.39 billion. So in my opinion, I think Magna is setting themselves up for a very bright future, especially getting into the EV game. Company number 2 on the list is called TransAlta Renewables, and the ticker symbol on this is RNW on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Currently, at the time of recording this video, TransAlta trades at about $21 per share. If you're unfamiliar with TransAlta Renewables and what they do, this is a utilities company. They develop, own, and operate renewable power generation facilities. And currently they own and operate 23 wind facilities, 13 hydroelectric facilities, 7 natural gas generation facilities, 1 solar facility, and 1 natural gas pipeline. If we pull up TransAlta's year-to-date chart, we can see they're down about 6%. And over the course of 1 year, they're up almost 18%. And comparing that over the 5 years, they're up almost 89%. Currently, TransAlta is sitting at a market cap of a little over $5.6 billion with a beta of 0.71 and a PE ratio of 64.79, along with an EPS of 0.33. And TransAlta Renewables also pays a decent dividend of 4.47%. And taking a look at their earnings for the last 4 quarters, they have missed every single one of them, but this shouldn't shy you away from having this company within your portfolio. Also, if we take a look at their quarterly financials, you can see their revenue and their earnings have kind of been inconsistent, and that's obviously due to the pandemic of last year. And moving on and taking a look at their recommended rating by the analyst, TransAlta is sitting at 3.2, which is a hold, where their average analyst price target sits at a little over $20 per share, and they're slightly above that at about $21 per share. If we pull up TransAlta's average revenue estimates for 2021, they're looking at almost $490 million in revenue. And looking at the growth estimates for next year, they're looking at growth of almost 89%. Which is insane. And over the next 5 years, they're looking to grow about 7.68% per year. Looking at TransAlta's quarterly income statement, you'll notice their revenue has jumped up quite a bit compared to the last 3 quarters. And that's the same thing with their net income. And in my opinion, with everything moving to renewable energies, this company is just getting started, and their revenue and their income is just going to grow even further over the next couple of years. And here's why I think TransAlta Renewables would be a good company to have in your portfolio over the long term. And this is despite having a rocky last few quarters, because their projects in the near long-term pipeline indicate that the company's power generation is almost set to double in the next 4 years. Another good thing about TransAlta is their long-term contracts, and the average contract life is approximately 12 years. So you definitely know that they have money coming in for the long term. They also have a well-diversified portfolio of facilities that are located in Canada, the US, and Australia. And those sites are diversified in terms of the type of renewable energy they generate. And TransAlta's portfolio of over 40 sites is comprised of wind, gas, hydro, and solar elements. And due to the fact that everything's moving to renewable energy, TransAlta has a well-diversified portfolio, which makes it great to have in your portfolio for the long term. Last but not least, company number 3 on the list is Canadian National Railway, and the ticker symbol on this is CNR on the Toronto Stock Exchange. And if you've never heard of Canadian National Railway, they're in the industrial sector, and they engage in the rail and related transportation business. And some of the things that they transport consist of petroleum and chemicals, grain and fertilizers, coal, metals and minerals, forest products, intermodal, and automotive products. And they operate on a network of over 19,000 miles of track spanning across Canada and the US. And currently, at the time of recording this video, Canadian National Railway trades at a little over $137 per share. Currently, year to date, they are down 1.6%, but over the course of the year, they are up almost 12%. And over the span of 5 years, they are up over 75%. Currently, Canadian National Railway has a market cap of almost $98 billion, with a beta sitting at 0.6 and a PE ratio of 27.59, along with an EPS of 5. And they also pay a dividend of 1.78%. And pulling up the quarterly financials, you can see their revenues and their earnings stayed relatively the same even during the pandemic, and that's because everything needed to get shipped out or transported into other areas, which never really stopped. Currently, the average analyst price target for Canadian National Railway sits at almost $120 per share, but they are past that, up over $137 per share. And if we take a look at the growth estimates for the next 5 years, they're looking to grow about 11% per year. Also, taking a look at their quarterly income statement, if you take a look at the revenues, it stayed pretty consistent, and their trailing 12-month has jumped up quite a bit. And also their net income has jumped up by quite a bit. And here's why I think having Canadian National Railway a part of your portfolio for the long term is a good idea. Despite the year we had last year with the pandemic, in 2020, CN Rail did report a 7% drop in revenue, but they also reported free cash flow of more than $3.2 billion, which is pretty crazy given that what we went through with the pandemic and the lockdown. Although it's not 100% confirmed at the moment, but management is also looking to do some acquisitions, primarily technology acquisitions, which would help strengthen CNR's digital strategy and can easily transform their railway business. And it makes sense having Canadian National Railway a part of your portfolio, because despite having good times and bad times, this company will continue to thrive, as the railway industry provides an essential service for Canadians, and our economy and our lives depend on all of this. And that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you haven't already, be sure to hit the thumbs up button so I know to make more videos like this in the future. Also, let me know in the comments below what companies you want me to cover next, and what are you holding in your portfolio for the long term. And I will see you guys on the next video.